Welcome to the Personal CFO. Today I'm really excited because I get to talk about one of my favorite movies of all times, The Princess Bride. And I'm going to talk about The Princess Bride in context of an economic term, so don't worry, we're going to get to why this is important. But I don't know if you've ever seen The Princess Bride. If you haven't, you should go watch it right now. But if you have, there is several parts in the movie where Vizzini keeps saying the word inconceivable. And he says it several times. And finally, his cohort, Inigo Montoya, turns to Vizzini and says, "You keep saying that word. I don't think you know what it means." Now, what does that have to do with investing in economics? Well, Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, a very intelligent person, he tweeted, he messaged out to the world that hyperinflation is coming and that it's going to impact all of us, which is a pretty ominous tweet. It's a pretty ominous message to send out. And, it's getting picked up by the media and people are talking about it. What do we think about this hyperinflation? And I just thought, hey, let's just discuss this. Because frankly, people are using the term and I don't think they know what it means. And so all we're going to talk about in this video, other than my love for The Princess Bride, is what does hyperinflation mean? And so let me give you a little history. The last year, you've seen people talk about high inflation, which is right under 6%, or right around 6%, which is, by the way, pretty high given U.S. history. Now, let's talk about hyperinflation. It's a big word, sounds interesting. What is the definition of hyperinflation? The definition of hyperinflation is 50% inflation every month. Not every year. So when we talk about 6% inflation last year, this is not 50%. This is 50% a month. Let me give you that at an annualized number. So what would inflation have to be over the course of a year? And you think, well, 50% times 12. No. It's compound inflation, which means 50% on top of itself 12 times in a row, which means you're looking at inflation of almost 13,000% in a year to be qualified as hyperinflation. Now, has hyperinflation ever happened before? Yes, it's happened in Venezuela and other countries, and there's been incredibly unique circumstances. Is there a real risk of 13,000% inflation in the US right now? No. Why? It's pretty much beyond the scope of this video. I'm happy to talk about it any time. But what I think is just important to talk about is when we talk about 6% inflation being high, I'm not saying it isn't, but it's not hyperinflation, and it's not even a small percentage of this term that you may hear about in the media. So you can always count on the media and the news to take a term and bring it to you like it's something normal or possible. And sometimes we know better, and all it takes is defining a term. Okay, as always, I hope you found this useful. Thanks for spending your time with the Personal CFO.